Remember these fucking things?
Yeah, of course.
We used to get them for free from like different creators. Hey, can you do an unboxing video for us? I'm like,
a fidget spinner.
I'm like, sure. Welcome back to the show. I'm John.
I'm Brittany.
And this is
Random Rewind.
Today we have a fun little show for you, actually.
We always have a fun little show.
We do always have a fun little show, but today's, I think, is going to be exceptionally fun because it has to do with from our childhood through now, and then even before that, to some extent, you'll see what we're talking about in just a minute. But Halloween is upon us.
I was just going to say spooky season.
Yeah, exactly. Halloween is upon us.
Around the corner.
And
it is October.
Exactly. And we used to be, like, back in the day, we would rush and put a costume together, like, last minute, and like, oh, crap, what are we going to do? Now we kind of think ahead and, like, what we're going to do for the kids, and we tell the kids to start thinking about costumes, like, in September.
Yeah.
Like, not buy stuff, but at least weed out the stuff you don't want to be.
If you don't have your costume by now, it's probably too late. You're going to have to find it on, like, Facebook Marketplace.
If you're purchasing it, yes. If you're piecemealing it, like, making a costume,
I feel like that's what you need to start on before is making it. Like, if you were going to make your own.
It depends on the costume and how intricate it is. When I made the gun for my my Soldier 76, this is my hat from Soldier 76, my gun for Soldier 76, I had to have that cut way in advance, assemble it, sand it down, and have it built. Or I built it, and then that was something I had to do way in advance.
Yes, that makes sense.
My apron, I had to cut and sew and make, and.
But that's what I'm saying. If you haven't, if you're gonna make it, you should have probably already started.
Yes.
But we're jumping ahead because we're not talking about our adult costumes yet. We're talking about our childhood. We're gonna start with our own childhood costumes or other costumes that you saw like when you were a kid that were like epic to you.
I have a photo of me as a kid. Me and my brother and my sister dressed up in costumes, and I am a stormtrooper.
A stormtrooper?
Yeah, but I have just the old cheapy blowout masks that they had, the ones you pull down over your face. She was a Care Bear. I don't remember what my brother was, but I remember.
He was probably.
I think he was Optimus Prime. No, he's younger. I think he was Optimus Prime.
Oh.
Now I'm thinking back to this photo. I'm trying to recall this photo, but I know it exists, so I have to find it
somewhere. But
and I was a stormtrooper, and it was pretty cute.
You should probably ask your sister; she might have it.
My mom, I know my mom.
Or your mom has it for sure.
Or it's probably on fucking Facebook. I'm sure she's posted.
Well, there you go.
I don't go on there, so I wouldn't know.
You're like,
she posts shit on there all the time, so
there might be a Halloween picture of me on there.
Yeah.
See, and that's what I feel like. My mom, when I was a little kid, I think she made a lot of my costumes.
When you were little,
like when I was a mermaid, she made that, and when I was 5, I was Cinderella. She made my dress. Like
see, I feel like for girls in particular, it's a lot easier to make a lot of these costumes because a lot of the stuff didn't exist. Versus the cheap, the Care Bears costume you can pick up off the shelf.
Yeah.
Where if it's a dress or a mermaid and stuff like that, it really didn't exist. For the most part, you would have to make it.
I feel like it came more. Like, obviously now, it's expanded huge over the years.
Yeah, the amount of availability that we have. Because I don't remember being
a kid and going into, like, a costume store. You know what I'm saying?
I remember going to, like, Thrifty or something.
Yeah, or even
you know
in,
like,
now you can go to, like, Costco and stuff, and they have costumes.
Yeah, they didn't have that then.
No, because my mom would have got me...
back then, but they didn't have costumes then either.
And she would have got me that... If they had costumes there, I would have been a Costco costume.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what it would have been.
It was like Sears or Kmart or whatever it was.
Mervyn's.
Mervyn's. Exactly. Whatever it was that we could walk into and get our clothes. That's where we shopped.
And I don't remember, like, literally looking through costumes. I mean, and was Spirit around? I don't think Spirit was around.
Spirit was not around. Spirit wasn't a thing. Spirit became more of a thing as stores started to close early 90s.
And that's when they were jumping in. And
they started, okay, let's open up a Spirit Hall. Kind of like pumpkin patches do. They'll take an empty piece of land, rent it out for the month, and throw a pumpkin patch on there, right? Not the ones that grow it. Those are freaking amazing.
I know. I
love
the ones who just get the
legit ones. Like there's one up in Yucaipa. You know where Yucaipa is?
Kind of. It sounds northy.
Yeah, it's closer to Big Bear. It's on the way to Big Bear.
Okay.
It's like the largest pumpkin patch in all of Southern California, and it's freaking gorgeous.
I've never even heard of this.
There's train rides and zip lines, and it's Ferris wheels and merry-go-rounds, and it's freaking awesome.
Go.
I've never been. I've only seen photos of it, and we used to live about an hour from there. And then when we lived in Rancho.
Yeah, so you were close by.
Yeah, now,
so that was like
now it's a 2.5 hour drive, you know?
I will still go.
Yeah.
I'll pick up my mom on the way.
We went to the one, I mean, I know we're not talking about pumpkin patches, a little sidetrack here, but we went to one in, I think it was in Irvine, and it was really cool, Santa Ana, somewhere along those lines. It was really cool, but it was really expensive.
It always is expensive.
Like you pay to get in. The pumpkins were outrageously freaking priced, and every event that you did was even more money, you know?
That's how it is now.
But it was fun. We did it once.
Fun. I don't buy the pumpkin.
No, because we usually just get them from someplace local.
We usually go to Trader Joe's or Walmart. I've been getting some really good pumpkins from Walmart. We've already started because we
get giant ones from like Sam's Club for like $7.
Yep, and the Sam's Club has
giant,
really good ones.
They're really good for carving, and that's what we do. We do a carving day every year.
Yeah, so you want the bigger one for
I want the big freaking pumpkin because I want a big face I want to put on there or whatever. I did a Death Star one year. It was really cool.
Oh man, see, Troy does that too. He's really good at carving pumpkins. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I will always go to the pumpkin carving party.
Yeah.
And I will watch everyone's creations, and I love it so much. Mine's, I give up after like 4 seconds. I like cut out an eye and just emptying it alone.
Yeah, I usually end up having to freaking get at it too.
I'm not a fan of the gunk.
We have like a plethora of tools we've collected over the years.
Yeah, it's become a whole thing. We do too. It's just I'm not the pumpkin carver.
I see.
So Troy's the pumpkin carver.
I'm the pumpkin carver. I even have my Dremel. I'll bust out the Dremel to shade stuff in. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's the same thing, and I'm like, I
make a mess.
Pumpkin. Give me some stickers. I'll put some stickers on it.
Spray paint on there.
Or I won't cut it up because I want to keep that pumpkin for November. So I have November decor.
I see.
You know what I mean? So
we usually always buy the extra little one for
the
November.
Little one.
Yeah, because they go hard.
But I just leave mine, so then we throw away the carved ones because they go bad. And
like real quick, especially here in California because of the heat. Oh my God! That's what we usually cut them like the weekend before Halloween.
We do it the day before.
Sometimes we do it the day before, depending on how soon it is. They get real gross, real fast because the heat here makes mold really fast.
Have you done that thing with the vinegar? You're supposed to soak it in vinegar or
soak it in
we haven't,
but I've seen that before too, so it doesn't mold on the inside. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it this year.
You do it this year.
We're gonna spritz the whole inside with freaking vinegar, or just dunk it in vinegar water.
I don't know if it's vinegar or whatever it was. I don't know.
It's white vinegar. White rice vinegar.
Okay, so then I've seen people have it in the bathtub and then they soak their pumpkins in it, and I'm like,
after it's cut.
Because
you're coating the inside.
You're coating it all together.
The same thing happens with your fruit. Your berries and stuff.
Yeah.
If you wash them in that, they last like 10 times longer.
Oh yeah, strawberries for
strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, whatever. They don't mold because of that same reason.
And they have to be dry, and you have to put them in glass.
And you have to let them dry first, and then you got to put them away.
Make sure they're dried all the way.
Yeah, in some kind of
airtight. I use glass containers because they're the best. I prefer glass.
Why aren't you freaking this snooty pants?
Well, I just use mason jars.
Yeah, we do have a shitload
mason
of those.
Mason jars are the easiest.
We do have a shitload of those.
I put all my fruit and everything.
We have mason jars in our cupboard, and they're all labeled with whatever it is that goes in there.
Our mason jars,
I'm a label dork, so
they double
even our things have labels on the back of them. Yours has a B and mine has a J.
I come in, my drink has a label.
Label Brittany's drink.
Oh, thank you. I'm not a labeler. I think I'll remember, and I never do. So, I
have to label because I used to think I would remember, and I never did. So I'm like,
it'll be fine. I'll remember
which one it is. No, I'm like, fuck, what's in this jar? She's like, I think it's pancake batter. No, it's not pancake batter.
I honestly, and I do have a label maker, but it's my daughter's, and it was lost. So I was like, shoot. So
it's just gone.
I just took a piece of tape. And then I wrote with Sharpie on it.
That's fine
it's
too.
That's the same thing. I know now it's sugar instead of what, you know what I'm saying?
It's not salt.
Or baking
it's definitely
soda.
not salt.
Or salt. Because aesthetically it looks great in the glass, but...
It does. It looks cool, but you have to know what it is.
You got to know what it is. You need to label it.
Absolutely.
As we go from costumes to labels.
Yeah. Hence the name of the show.
I know. Well, it's random. So we went to pumpkins. All right, we want to know, are you a pumpkin fan? Have you ever eaten pumpkin?
Like cooked? Yeah, I have.
So good.
Oh, yeah, like
so good.
Fried. It's really good.
I don't know. I had it
not deep fried, but like pan fried. It's really good.
I didn't even know.
It's a squash.
It's squash. I know, but I had never had it before. And I was working at a place, and there was like a grandma there, and she was awesome. I loved her, and she was like, "Oh, I'm cooking the pumpkin." I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
Like you're cooking it?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay." It was so good. I don't know if I could ever recreate it because, of course, like that was a grandma's dish and she's been probably making it forever.
My mom makes, or my grandma makes, I can't remember who it is that makes it. We'll take little thin slivers of it and they'll pan fry it, and then it'll have like an olive oil and almost like a vinegar like dressing on there, and it's I don't know what else they had on there.
That sounds good.
It's so fucking good.
We only did the seeds.
When growing up, I only did the seeds.
Only the seeds.
Yeah, but then I had this dish one time. I guess it's a lot of work because I've only had it maybe once or twice.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's too much prep. They're like, just cook the seeds.
So yeah, we would always bake the seeds. Put salt on there and bake them in the oven. I love pumpkin seeds.
I know, me too.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part.
I have bags of them of shelled pumpkin seeds.
I
love. That's
I didn't know you were
supposed
to take the shell off of them.
I used to eat them too. I used to eat them all. Same with the sunflower seeds. I used to eat the whole bottom off.
Sunflower seeds, I
hate the work.
I would chew it, but it sucked. But pumpkin, you can get away with it.
If they're the big sunflower seeds, no problem. But if they're the smaller ones, I usually just bite the ends off and toss them.
Eating the shell.
I don't give a fuck.
You think we'll be okay?
Yeah, I think we're fine. What about peanuts?
Oh no! I deshell my peanuts.
Sometimes,
you just bite into your peanut?
Sometimes I used to, yeah. So if they're like not the super thick shell on them, I just eat the whole fucking thing. So good.
I couldn't with a peanut.
Yeah, it's so good.
I don't know if I've even tried that.
Yeah.
You're nuts.
I know.
That's insane. A peanut shell?
A whole peanut shell, yeah.
I never tried that before.
Now, like Ethan doesn't like cutting up kiwi.
Oh, he just bites.
He bites right through the freaking kiwi. But I can't stand that texture.
The fuzz. It's
fuzz.
Fuck!
It's like eating a peach.
Nope. I won't do it.
Nope, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
I won't do it.
No.
I can't even think about peach fuzz on my tongue.
Oh, my mouth is all dried up and all fucked up now. God damn it.
I'm so happy that you feel the same way because that happens to me. And everyone's like, why are you freaking out? You're not even around it. I'm like, I'm just thinking about it.
Literally nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, it's bad.
Peach fuzz on my tongue is my least favorite
I have to fucking have a drink.
It's the worst. Are we crazy? You guys know. You know.
The answer is yes, we are crazy.
Well, okay.
But I know we're not alone in this.
We can't be alone.
We're not the only ones who are crazy. Everybody else out there.
Oh no, my daughter will take that peach, rinse it off.
That's Ethan. The same with the freaking, what do you call it? I watch him do it. I'm like, what are you doing? He's on me, I'm eating a kiwi. Spoon, and just cut it out. The whole thing comes out with one spoonful. It's really easy. He's like, that's more work than I want to do. I'm like, okay, fair enough. It's all you.
Same with mangoes. I like mangoes, but they're so much work.
I love mangoes.
Because you have to cut it.
I love mangoes, but every time Chauncey's like, I would like a mango. I'm like, God damn it.
It's not easy.
I have to cut I have to cut up a mango. But I mean, I don't mind it because I love mango and I get the residual. I get the residual leftovers. That's mine. Even though I don't want a whole thing.
That big old seed.
I just chew off the seed. Yeah, exactly. I just gnaw on it like a fucking animal.
We all gnaw. I do the same thing. Like my kids get the skin nice part, and I'm like,
and I'm sitting gnawing on it like a fucking.
We get the leftovers. Exactly. Like, here you go. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. We have something we agree on. Don't send us peaches.
Yeah, I love peaches. I love peaches. But I don't like the white peaches because they have no flavor. They don't have enough flavor. The yellow peaches have a lot more flavor. They're usually more flavorful. But when it's white peach season,
well, because we live by peach trees, so we like freshly pick them. So my mom will have
that's probably different.
But every piece of skin has to be off that peach.
Yeah. I have to cut mine off too.
Which is a big work. So I don't even try it.
Yeah, it's not easy. So buying them pre-skinned, like when you get them in the can.
That's the best.
I think they're fucking delicious.
Me too.
I like them that way.
Yep.
I know it's hokey. I don't care.
It's so much easier because you don't have to do any work.
I have to do any work, but. For a peach, I have to cut the skin off.
I can't.
I can't do that.
That's, I guess I'm just thinking about it.
It's just too much.
It's
just too much.
That has Halloween. That's scary to me.
That's scary
Peach fuzz on my tongue is terrifying.
Horror. Horror.
It is horror.
Horror.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to watch you eat it that way either.
Peaches.
Oh man.
So we're back to Mario.
Yeah, I know. What was the other fucking song by the presidents of the United States of America?
Oh, millions of peaches.
Peaches for me. For free, peaches for me. Yeah.
Yeah, millions of peaches for me. And then I think it went peaches for free.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that song too.
How does that one start? That one's iconic. Like the iconic Peaches song.
Yeah, that's the OG Peaches song. So when they were singing Peaches in the theater, I'm like, no fucking way. Immediately I thought of.
Oh, that's all you were thinking
Presidents of the United States of America.
It's the original song, the Peaches
That's
song.
the name of the band, by the way. It's Presidents of the United States of America, and they had this song called Peaches.
I think they only have 2 songs that I am aware of.
They have a lot of songs, but there's I think there's only 2 that are really mainstream. Maybe 3 or 4, but
I only remember 2.
That one, and I can't remember the other one's name, but I can remember.
I have it on my phone. But the Peaches is just fun. I remember that as a kid. That was a fun time.
That was.
So that's the new, the Peaches by Jack Black is
the new
took
Peaches.
over the...
Yeah. The original Peaches from United States Presidents of America.
Which obviously we're going to like the Presidents of the United States of America one more because that's what we grew up on. Right. My kids have no idea what that song is.
No, but at the same time, the Jack Black version is fun.
Oh no, it's super fun. I'm all about it.
Yeah,
Let's sing about Peaches.
We get to go see him next weekend.
Are you going to say hi?
Yeah.
Take a picture with him.
Yeah, we're gonna go for our
no, don't tell him that because that'll be weird.
That charity walk with him.
Oh, the one that's every year?
Every year, yeah.
You're going to be like, hey, we talked about you on our podcast.
We are going to do that, yeah. So, back to costumes. What did you dress up as? That you remember as far back as you can go.
As far back as I can remember. And I'm going more of, I do have pictures. I have picture proof. So I have crayon.
You dressed up as a crayon.
A crayon, red crayon. Pirate. I remember being a pirate.
Okay.
I remember being a mermaid.
Okay.
I remember being Cinderella. And then from I would say like age 6 to 12, it was
holy shit! All that was before 6?
Yes, this was before 6. This was like when I was a baby. This was my mom was doing it. Then it was when it was up to me.
Okay.
I would literally I am a procrastinator when it comes to costumes.
Yeah.
So I would be day of.
Yeah.
Throwing on clothes, being like, oh, I'm a hobo. Or I'm you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's offensive. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say that, but
I was a bum once.
The time.
But that was the time. Yeah. I was a bum once. When I got to teenage years, it was on me. You know, because you don't go trick or treating no more. You just hang out with your friends.
You just hang out, and that's the thing is it was on me earlier, and I didn't. I don't know. Yeah. I was just throwing stuff together. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through pictures now.
I don't remember what I was like later, like when I was like early teens to like, 9. Yeah. I don't remember any of that. Yeah. I don't remember what I dressed up as for the life. I have to go look at photos.
Well, maybe
I'll pull up
a while
a collage
ago.
of photos. Yeah.
We weren't. This wasn't yesterday when we were doing this trick or treating. So
no, not at all.
It's hard to remember, off the top of our head.
But the president of my car club, Chris Kudo, hey Chris, would throw a Halloween party every year.
Okay.
At his parents' house. And
this is the party.
This is the annual party. Big party. All the car clubs would come and all the friends and everybody else. It was just a big old freaking rager. And it was a good time. And what I wore literally freaking every year, I was either a raver, because I had my stuff that I would wear to freaking said raves.
I did that. I was that.
Or I was a snowboarder.
I can't believe you just said that. Oh my god. It was
so easy.
Oh my god.
It was pre-season, right before the snowboard season would strike. Put on my fucking goggles. We didn't have helmets then, so it was just a beanie, goggles, our freaking snowboard pants. And a long sleeve shirt because it was cold.
I would do a tank top because it wasn't cold, but I have been snowboarder many of times for Halloween because it's last minute and it's like,
and it's easy as fuck. What do I have? My bag of snowboard gear is right there.
Mine and Troy's first Halloween we spent together was super last minute like that, and I was a snowboarder. That's what I was. Awesome. And we went down to Hollywood, and I think it was in WeHo, but I guess they have this huge like Halloween parade
in West Hollywood. Yeah, they do.
It was so much fun. It was such a good time.
I think they still do.
I believe it, yeah. But we went once, and it was fantastic. And man, the costumes were incredible. These people were working on their costumes for a year. Yeah. There's no way. I'm over here with my goggles on my head and a beanie, like I'm a snowboarder. They're in these huge, elaborate, amazing costumes.
It's freaking crazy because we started going to conventions probably about, I want to say about 10, 11 years ago or so, right? And I'd never been to like a Comic-Con or anything along those lines.
Yeah.
So when I'm thinking, like when we go out for Halloween and go trick-or-treating and everybody's wearing these elaborate costumes, then we go to our very first con, I'm like, holy shit.
Like this is different.
This is like cosplay. The amount of seriousness and the amount of effort, time, and money that go into these costumes is so insane. They're almost prop makers. They're
like borderline. I was going to say, and talent that goes into it.
These guys and girls and theys and thems and everybody else in between are so freaking talented.
The costumes are immaculate.
Oh my god, they're gorgeous.
So good.
Like you see your favorite freaking superhero or your favorite favorite bot or whatever it is from whatever cartoon, and you're like, holy crap, I need a photo with you.
Yeah.
They're like that good. They're not an actor, but they're dressed as your favorite thing.
But you feel like it's them.
Yes.
You feel like you're with them.
So it's just a good
time.
time.
It's the same thing as Disneyland. Like when you see Mickey Mouse, you're like, oh, I feel like now I'm in Disneyland.
That's
so
true.
when you go to Comic-Con and you're seeing your favorite characters right in front of you, you're like, oh, it's so really them.
And then you can just to appreciate the amount of work and effort. Like, some of these guys that come out in these giant like mechs that are 15 feet tall because they're in these suits.
Willing to wear it the entire time.
Exactly. I mean, they take a lot of breaks, but they're not hard to get into.
I worked at Chuck E. Cheese, had to wear that mouse costume for 15 minutes, and I will never do it again. So kudos to them for wearing it. But that's something they wanted to do. I had to.
You had to. You had no choice.
I was forced.
It was kind of like forced upon me, and I had to do it. Yeah, but back to Halloween costumes, which is a little more tame than any Comic-Con I've ever been to put together a costume that, even for Halloween, like you're going to assemble your own costume, still takes a good amount of thought process and just foresight to see what you're going to need.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
That's why we suck at it. That's why we're snowboarders and...
Duh.
That's just what we do.
This is the first costume I've ever put together is my Soldier 76 barbecue dad costume.
Yeah.
Because it's one of his skins in the game, and he's a barbecue dad,
okay.
right?
So that's a good idea. Yeah. I thought about like a skin because... Okay, you know what? That's what we should... And that's another thing of like the evolution of costumes as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like back in the day, it was very like basic, right?
Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia.
No.
Those were the basics that were in the 70s and 80s.
I'm talking basic like from the 20s. We're going way back.
Oh, we're going way back. Are you just doing the little mask?
We go witches.
Okay.
You know, we go vampire.
Right.
We go werewolf.
Yeah.
Like I'm like
you're talking about classic horror, but not horror. Yeah, a mummy, a Frankenstein's monster.
Yes, a Frankenstein.
Stuff like that.
Those are like, and those are still popular.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You
still see people wearing that stuff to this very day.
But because that's what it was back in the day. But I feel like from then to now, the shift of like what a costume is.
Oh yeah.
Is so different because like we want to be characters that we love, or we, you know, like with Comic-Con, we want to dress up as people that we like. It's like my kids' costumes. I had to explain who they were to like their grandparents to like understand what it was.
Yeah, I even stopped. I'm like,
who are they? I'm like,
they're a character out of a game they like. That's it. That's as far as they go.
There's a Disney movie called Zombies, and there's a werewolf in it, and that's who she's dressed up as. Like, it's so hard to explain.
Yeah, I just go there from a movie. Okay, cool.
Yeah, honestly, like
that's as far as it gets anymore. Because I get so tired of explaining it.
Yeah. It's like, what are you like?
Have you seen One Piece?
No.
Okay, there's a cartoon One Piece. It's got like. It's a book series, an anime book series, a manga, and then it turned into a cartoon. It was animated.
What? I think my daughter
watches it. It's got like 1,100 episodes.
I think my daughter watches it, or is starting to.
Ethan and Liam have both seen it. Liam's watched all of it, like every episode. It's fucking nuts. And then they just came out with a live action.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Netflix launched a live action, which has got, I think it's Netflix or Amazon. Chauncey and I just started watching it. It has a larger budget per episode at $17 million.
Wait. An episode?
Per episode.
Oh my gosh.
Putting it over the budget of Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Yeah. By several $1 million.
So this is a big anime.
It's a very big freaking production.
That's huge.
And the show is really well made so far. The costumes are great. Well, the main character, Luffy, is this pirate.
His name's Luffy?
Luffy.
I love
he's
that.
A pirate kid. He's a kid that wants to be his whole life he's wanted to be a pirate. He's like maybe 15 years old.
I love that.
So Liam's gonna dress up as Luffy this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love it. I love
the name.
The cartoon's fun too to watch. It's not like inappropriate.
It's not too much. Well, animation just never know. But how do you explain that to his grandparents?
He's from an anime.
That's
it. He's from an anime. I'm not going to get any further than that.
And
he'll explain it.
And you know what else has happened though? Yeah. Is we not only do characters, but now people are dressing up as memes. And I think that's my favorite. Yeah. I love a good meme costume.
My favorite meme costume, which was not for Halloween or Comic-Con or anything like that. It was for a convention. It was for, I think we talked about this before too, for VidCon. Some kid, he was 12, 13 years old, came dressed as a YouTube apology video.
Which is
freaking hilarious.
It's so great, and it's I love them. Anytime you can dress up as a meme,
had his tissue box and he was crying, and it was hilarious.
I'm here for it all day. Now he would have a ukulele.
Now he has
that would be the new, that would be the upgrade to that costume.
Yeah. But it was just the frame, the window frame with a description on the bottom.
I could do that. I could have a ukulele, and that could be my costume.
Just a uke?
Not well. I would
just you and a uke. Just a uke.
I would be.
It's just Brittany and a ukulele walking around.
No, I'm saying because I would be Colleen Ballinger because I'd be a monster because it's Halloween, and for my apology video I would have a ukulele.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
See.
Like I would swerve into the.
And then you can have a sign that says "I'm an asshole" above you.
And then I'll have a little JoJo Siwa next to me being like, "She's fine."
A little JoJo Siwa. She's so tall.
Well, but she wasn't when she was a kid. But no. We started hanging out with her. Yeah. Anyway, but you could do, like, I'm saying, like, I like when people go all in. Yeah. Or if you are in a fandom, you're not that, like, you're not the number one character, but you're, like, that random side character that only people that watch it would know.
Yeah. My favorite, most simplistic costume I've ever seen is a Sims character.
Oh, there you go.
All they did was a little antenna with a little diamond thing over their head, and that's it. That's their costume.
And just speak in tongues.
And just speak in, walk into walls.
Yeah,
exactly.
I can't get through.
But it was the most simplistic costume I've ever seen.
And just go and put random dishes everywhere.
Your dinner on the freaking porch.
Like, what are you doing? I'm a Sim. Which honestly, I see. Woo. Hey, you can calm down there, Sim. NPCs will be huge costumes this year, I guarantee.
NPCs,
because it has gone up so much since it's blown up on TikTok. I feel like people are going to be dressing up as
I think we're going to have a lot of NPCs specific to whatever game that person happens to like. Yeah. I think we'll see a bit of that. Maybe not necessarily like when we're out trick-or-treating with the kids, but just walking around with like going to adult locations. You're going to see a lot of that. You'll see it on social media for sure.
My first adult costume party was last year. Was the first time that I went to an adult.
Really?
Yes, because I always worked on Halloween.
That makes sense. You were at a bar.
Which I would dress up, but it's not.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. So this was.
And you're dressing up really basic.
Yeah.
Because you have to be able to move around.
That's right. What did I do? I did like Rockstar. I think I did lifeguard, skeleton. Different thing, the basic stuff. Because I have to work. I can't be wearing like elaborate things. This party was the first time it was like, hey, let's go all out. And I was the cat from Looney Tunes that Pepe Le Pew chases.
I can't remember her name. I can't remember her name. Because almost Sherry. Yeah, exactly. I can't remember her name.
You know how she's like, no. Get away from me.
Yeah.
So I dressed up as her, and then I had a Pepe Le Pew wanted sign with me, like wanted for.
So people can get to the reference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
They're not just thinking you're a furry.
I know. Oh, you're a cat. Good for you. Well, and that's the thing. Again, it was last minute. Yeah. My daughter was being a cat, but luckily the party was on a different day, so I took her costume, her ears and her tail. Okay. Made mine, did my makeup, did it all out, and then so I was like, I need the sign to like throw it together because if I don't have the sign, I am just a cat.
You're just a cat. And the cat's so like basic for a lot of grown-ups.
It's because it's so easy. Of course it is. Like the cat is a go-to.
Yeah, cat costume.
That's really the go-to one.
Cat, the small little tiny freaking witch hat.
Yes, I have those. I've worn those many trick-or-treating times.
Last year, we were doing our Oktoberfest party, and I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, hey, we'll have it October so it makes more sense for people.
So they understand.
So we sent out the invitations, and we got, like, towards the last minute, like, oh, we have a Halloween party, we have a Halloween party. We're like, shit, we just realized it's only 2 weeks from Halloween when we were having it.
And that's when everyone has their Halloween party.
Okay, so we canceled it. So, like, a week before, we called everybody up that we sent invitations to. I said, we're going to cancel. We'll do it again next year. We'll do it at the appropriate time, and that's why we did it in September when it actually launches. Anyway, so 2 of our friends that were at this party, the guy that showed up dressed with the alcohol in his boots.
He had his, but
yeah, him and his wife came last year. They're like, we're just going to show up before we go to our Halloween party. They came dressed to the hilt as the creepiest clowns I have ever seen in my entire. They did so good, but so we just hung out at the bar and drank a few drinks before they headed to their party.
Before they went to their real party.
Yeah, exactly.
They had a pregame.
They had a pregame.
So they went all out.
They went all out.
I love people that go all out.
Yeah,
I wish I could. I'm not a good planner.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, oh, when's Halloween? Tomorrow? Like, okay. I've also been Cobra. We have a lot of Cobra Kai stuff,
that's
of course,
shocking.
because
that's shocking.
Me and Troy have both been Cobra Kai people.
I believe that.
And he has the Miyagi-Do headband too. So
yes, he does.
We have dressed as Cobra Kai. That's easy though, because I have the jacket, so I can be that anytime.
That's true.
Last year I was safety patrol. I wore an orange sweatshirt.
Okay. Crossing guard. Like I
have a bright orange sweatshirt, and I was like, okay, here we go. I'll be safety patrol. I don't do it. I feel like it's for the kids. I did enjoy going to that Halloween party.
Yeah.
Even though I almost got in a fight, but that's another story.
Jeez.
Wasn't my fault. But now it's all about the kids. So right now, like...
It is about the kids.
My youngest has her costume. My oldest does not. And I have a feeling it's going to be last minute.
Both my kids...
Hurry up.
...picked their costume. Liam picked his costume yesterday, literally. Because he's like, I want to do something like this, that, or the other. I'm like, okay, cool. How much do you like One Piece? So he loves One Piece.
Yeah.
I'm like, why not be Luffy? I'm like, that would be an easy costume to assemble. Because it's not super intricate.
It's just regular
little
clothes
straw hat. It's got a little vest and little... You know what I mean?
I know who you're talking about.
Super basic stuff.
I know who you're talking about now. The straw hat gave it away.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Super easy costume. I'm like, you put a scar on your, you know what I mean? It's not hard to do. And he's like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Cool. Ethan, him and his girlfriend have been planning it for like weeks already. It'd be a freaking a knight and a princess.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like, are you kidding me?
That is adorable.
So he ordered his costume already.
Is he gonna wear armor?
Yeah. Well, part armor, not full armor, not
is
like
it
full
plastic?
metal. No, it's
like that's too hot.
No, that shit's metal.
Oh, is he going to a party?
No, they just kind of hang out.
Oh, they're just gonna hang out.
They go to a friend's house and just hang out.
Yeah, but
they'll go trick or treating in the neighborhood. You know,
you gotta get candy.
You gotta get some candy.
I mean, you gotta get
some candy. You gotta go through that effort. And then she's gonna go find herself go buy somebody's old poofy prom dress or something.
And be a princess. Yeah. Good idea. Go to the Goodwill.
Yeah.
Except for Goodwill's kind of expensive.
Goodwill is not, and there's no Goodwill from Goodwill.
Yeah, I know.
That's got to be a joke.
It is a joke.
It is a joke. It's more than retail. I've seen stickers on top of stickers at Goodwill that are more than the original retail price.
And then
fucking stupid.
Something really ripped off of it, and it's like still original price. You're like,
come on.
Okay.
Come on, man. This is not only is it more money, it's beat to hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is like thoroughly well used.
It's well used. It should be $2. Yeah, that's all I want to pay for.
Exactly, but you're charging me $15 because why? Because you can.
Well, it's funny because I've been in there and seen like Walmart brand shirts for more than they
sell them at Walmart.
Than they sell them at Walmart.
Yeah, because Walmart they're like $8.99 at Walmart.
But that's the whole thing about thrifting. You got to know what you got to know which
for
brands.
Sure. It's if you're buying something like, oh, I really want this because I found it. I'm like, I bet you if you look on eBay, it's like a third of the money.
Yeah.
Because there's just no way that thing is full retail.
But also not saying you can't get good deals. Because we did get a brand new nice winter coat for my daughter that still had not only the tags on it, but like the paper on the zippers.
Sometimes
like this wasn't touched by anybody.
Whoever's doing the pricing, if they don't know what they have in their hands, sometimes they price it all jacked up.
Oh yeah, like one time I got a snowboard with Burton bindings for like $25.
Yeah,
and that snowboard was worth at least $200 on its own.
That's a good deal.
So I was like stoked on that. But you gotta look. You gotta like really know, and you gotta hope the person working there doesn't know.
That's awesome.
But you have to go every day and like really look for it.
Right.
So
you gotta know what you're looking for.
I don't do as much now. But Halloween's always a fun time because you just never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, especially like this year, I'm probably not gonna dress up as I have my Halloween shirt that I'm gonna probably wear.
Our go-to Halloween
unless we go to a party.
And that's the thing too is we weren't invited to a party.
Yeah,
we're not
that nice.
So
we're not that important.
Yeah. I don't have a party to go. That's the only reason why I had that like legit costume last year because I had a real party. To go to. But I tried to dress up trick or treating. I don't go all out. Like one year, my kid was Sailor Moon, so I dressed up as Luna, which is her like sidekick cat.
Yeah.
And my little was Cinderella, and then Troy dressed up as
we were
Prince
with you guys
Charming.
that year.
The Prince Charming one or the cat
one? The cat one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
with my moon on my head.
Yeah, we were all. Yeah, that was it.
was like,
yeah, we all went trick or treating that year.
My grandparents were there that day.
I didn't know her then. She just happened to be in the same place trick or treating because the kids were trick or treating together.
You knew me.
I knew you, but I didn't know you.
We weren't doing
this. It was a hi.
It was a hey, our kids go to the same school.
Yeah, exactly. Thing. Yeah, I don't even think I knew Troy's name.
Probably not. I was the go-to school person.
Yeah, exactly.
So that would have made sense. But we all trick or treat in the same spot. So we all go to the go-to trick or treat spot.
Yeah.
If you had to pick, if money wasn't an option or time or anything, what would be like your number one Halloween costume like that you would want to be? If money wasn't an option.
It wasn't an object?
Yeah, you can just you pick whatever you want.
That's a tough one. Probably, I used to want to build a Master Chief costume from Halo.
Okay.
But I don't think I want to do that
anymore. But you
wouldn't
have to do any of the work. Like, if it just showed up, would you take it?
Yeah, if it showed up, I would take it. But probably like a proper Stormtrooper costume would be a freaking like a legit one from the company that we used to build them for. I used to build them. I used to make these. So
can I have one?
Can I just have one? Yeah.
Can you give me one?
We built them. We used to build them for that prop shop I worked for. We used to build all the Stormtrooper costumes for them, and we built them all for all the costumes that they wear at Disneyland.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
When they went Disney, they were like, "Hey,
yeah,
we need some legit
they have
costumes."
All the troopers that walk around.
And those are good costumes.
Yeah, I know.
Those are legit.
Yeah, I know. We built them.
I
know. We built them.
I know. I did that.
It was really freaking cool.
And we made sure it was exactly right.
Yeah. Oh no, they were to the T. Like as accurate as humanly possible.
Yeah, so it was.
They were very well made.
It's Disney. Disney always goes all out.
They want historically accurate.
They got the money.
Exactly.
They can afford it. Exactly. I can't. So you know another cheap costume to do?
What's that?
Everyone always does?
What's that?
Waldo.
Waldo's a cheap one to do.
Shirt, you get your hat.
A ghost is cheap to do.
Ghost is fun.
Ghost is fun. I've done it once. We've had a few that would do like exceptionally interesting ghosts.
I like the Charlie Brown ghost. Oh. There's just holes everywhere.
Yeah.
And you walk around and say, I got a rock.
I got a rock.
I got a rock. Hey, that's maybe what I'll be for Halloween. I'll be Ghost Charlie Brown.
Yes.
I'll just get a sheet and put a bunch of holes in it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to... Like I said, I don't think I'm going to dress up this year, but unless we go to a party. But other than that, for trick-or-treating, I'm probably not going to wear... I'm not going to wear my Soldier 76 costume again because I think I've worn it 3 years in a row.
Like that. You need to switch it up. You can't
I'm kind of over it at this freaking point. Yeah, I can't think of anything that I'd like want to be. Like I truly want to be. Like if I was to do cosplay, I don't even know.
You don't even know.
I don't even know. Pick. Yeah, I mean, other than a Stormtrooper, that's cumbersome because you're wearing a full suit.
Yeah.
So it's something that becomes uncomfortable after a while. So I know a few of the guys that are in the 501st.
That's why I'm worried about Ethan and his armor. I'm like,
it's not full armor. It's pieces.
It just still feels hot and like a lot.
Yeah,
and the helmet.
I'll see what he actually ordered. I don't even know.
Just like if it's a metal helmet, like ouch.
I don't know.
Hey, there's another easy costume. Just get a helmet, like a dirt bike helmet or like a motorcycle helmet, and like carry it under your arm and be like,
I'm a dirt bike rider.
I'm a dirt bike rider.
I just went riding in the desert.
I did desert. Yeah. I went in the desert. You could. That's the same reason how we did snowboard. It was like, well, I already do it, and I have the
just
stuff.
Put on the same gear that you already own.
And now, honestly, I have so much like princess stuff in my house that everyone in the neighborhood could be a princess.
You know what's funny? Speaking of snowboarding, I remember one year we went so many times. Like the third year or fourth year, somebody else came dressed up as a snowboarder too, but they wore their boots.
Oh no.
Can you imagine walking around in those boots all day?
No.
Even unstrapped. They'd be so uncomfortable.
I don't like snowboard boots. I don't like how they feel.
Yeah, I don't mind them when I'm out in the mountains.
Yeah.
But they're a big clunky fucking...
They're so hard to walk in.
I've driven in them.
But that makes sense, but you can't go trick-or-treating in them.
Oh, hell no. Not even trick-or-treating, even at the party. Even at the party, it's uncomfortable.
I wouldn't wear the snowboard boots, but kudos to them for going all out. Did they bring the snowboard?
They did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's
then I'm all, you are dedicated, my friend.
Then you went
You're carrying a freaking 10-pound board with you.
Like you went all the way in. Like that's how you did it right. Sorry, my phone went off.
Yeah, your phone's all ling ling ling.
This is my mom.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay.
So if you were to pick a costume of any kind that just fell in your lap, and you're like, yeah, I want to wear this.
Like that. This is the one I want to wear. It honestly, it would be so hard. And I wanted to be an orange astronaut for quite a while because I was obsessed with Among Us, and orange was my favorite color in Among Us.
Like a legitimate?
I didn't want the Among Us costume. I wanted an orange spacesuit.
Oh, you want an Apollo suit?
I wanted what do you mean Apollo?
The Apollo spacesuit. It was an orange spacesuit. We built them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we used to.
Where is it?
The shop I used to work at, their main focus was spacesuits.
Okay, so that was their go-to.
That was their thing that they made. historically accurate from NASA replica spacesuits.
Oh, I don't need that
for the movie theater, for the movie studios.
Yeah, because the movies you want to go that far.
Yeah, because the movies want to go that far. But we had several of the orange jumpsuits, the Apollo suits.
That's what I need. Yeah. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
But I never pulled the trigger and got it, so I didn't do it.
When I worked there, they used to be free to rent, but now they're expensive as hell to rent.
Everything's expensive. We can't do anything anymore.
No, I think they're like $1,500 a week or something to rent.
$1,500 a week?
Yeah.
I don't need it for a week.
Yeah.
I only need it for a night.
Yeah, but they only rent it by the week.
I like the cheap ones. I don't need the official.
A legitimate helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to pretend to be an Among Us character. There's iconic characters that I love.
Yeah.
And also memes.
But would you want to be those characters for Halloween? There's a lot of characters I absolutely love, but I couldn't imagine dressing up as that character.
I was gonna dress up as Sam Rothstein from Casino, right before he gets, right before the car bomb goes off, because he's in this orange blazer with this purple tie, and I'm all about it. I'm he looks fantastic. This is fun, a fun vibe.
Yeah.
But then that's the thing is also you're back to explaining it. I would also have to have it halfway on fire.
Half
did it
burnt,
already happen?
Half burnt.
Wait, am I pre? Oh my gosh, you do half. I can do half pre, half post.
No, just the sleeves are burnt and the bottom is burnt. I know. It's just bits and pieces are burnt. That would be funny.
Yeah, so then
because that would be funny. I still lived. I'm still alive.
And what? I'm still here. That was literally my costume idea for this year.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it because finding an orange blazer
it's
like that
be challenging.
It's hard.
There's Opa, whatever it is. Blazers makes every color of
I'm
blazer
not buying
you can imagine.
New.
But they're $100 a
There's
jacket.
No way.
Yeah,
no. I spent $40 on that Cobra Kai jacket, and I still paid too much. And I have worn it for multiple Halloweens.
Where did it come from? Hot
Spirit.
Topic?
No, it came from Spirit.
Did it?
And it was after Halloween.
Oh,
but our work, of course, was still doing.
Oh,
you know how
I see.
that goes?
Yeah.
Halloween's
kind of carry
on a
it through.
Wednesday,
Right. They want to do it for the weekend.
Exactly. So we had to do it for the weekend. So they decided to do it after Halloween, I was cool because now I can go
Everything's
after
on sale,
Halloween.
right?
Of course, that jacket was not on sale. And I didn't have a choice because I had to work that night. And I'm in the Spirit store.
So you just went in there and bought it.
Scrounging. And I was like, isn't everything 30% off? She's like, not this. I was like,
of course not.
Okay.
Because I want it.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to wear it next episode.
Are you?
Yeah. Because this is Halloween, or this is October.
So next episode, we're going to be talking shit about Cobra Kai.
No, I'm just going to be in my costume.
I'm just kidding.
It can be like a regular coat. It's really cool.
I'm just fucking with you, dude.
But since we're in October, I'm going to wear it. I'll throw every episode throughout October, I'll throw a little
costume piece?
Costume piece. This is
my watch is telling me to stand up. I'm not going to.
We've not been sitting for that long,
no, we haven't. But it's just get off your ass.
It's hurry up, move around.
Yeah.
Dang,
it's not even been an hour. Homie, cut your shit. I'm going to.
It's like my water drinking app. Drink water. No.
Dismiss.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I will eventually, but I don't.
I've already got to pee. I don't want to drink more water.
I know. I'm not going to do it right now. Can't tell me what to do.
You're not going to tell me what to do.
See, because you're wearing your 76 thing.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know.
My Overwatch. See, it says, raise the stakes because he's barbecue dad.
There you go. Oh my God, did you get it?
The rifle says, assault rifle on it.
Cheesy.
Yeah.
Cheesy but cute.
But that's the skin that he has. It actually says that on all of the stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're dressed up as the barbecue dad and I'm dressed up as the rich mom.
Yeah.
At the resort.
Yes.
Yes. I just need a martini.
This
outfit has pants, but I'm not wearing the pants today. Very comfortable.
She is wearing pants.
No, I'm wearing pants.
She's not wearing pants.
Of course. I'm saying I'm not wearing the matching pants. Did that sound like I was saying?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I promise you. There's pants on.
Although you would never know.
I know. I was like, well, there's a desk. I don't think that would be very professional. I'm
fucking sorry.
It just comes in a matching set. I'm not
Got
wearing
it. I follow. Now I follow. Oh, my brain hurts.
Oh, my brain hurts too. What do you think is the number one most iconic costume? Let's start with that.
Of all time?
Of all time, and then part 2. What's going to be the most iconic costume this year, 2023?
I think the most iconic costume of all time, this is just my opinion, is going to be something old, like a Dracula.
A dragon. And I think a witch because there's always
it's gonna probably be witch for women and Dracula for the
That's true. But I've dressed up as a vampire.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of girls dress up.
You just get some red right here. Yeah, and put a cape on.
Easy by those cheesy teeth.
I wouldn't wear the teeth.
No. Bug you?
I don't got time for that. I'm not gonna have stuff in my mouth like. No. I'm a Edward type vampire. Okay, I can just hang out.
He's Edward the herbivore.
Not a herbivore. He just doesn't eat people. They eat deer.
He eats broccoli.
And they do animal blood.
And I'm shiny.
And they're shiny. Man, his highlighter, he just went too much in.
Just stop.
I'll be that time vampire.
There you go.
Okay, so you're saying Dracula.
I think Dracula,
which is huge.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything that tops that.
And
honestly.
werewolf is iconic, but harder to dress up.
Yeah, because it requires more costume prep for that, right?
Mummy is easy. If you want to be wrapped up.
Mummy is easy, but I think Dracula is more fun and easy as well.
Yeah,
because it's just a cape, black, white. Freaking paint on your face, slick your hair back and some teeth and some blood. Call it a fucking day.
And you're good to go.
Yeah,
Same with witch. You really just have to put on a hat and it's like, grab a broom? There's so many witch, like a witch.
No, there are. You can be from something super basic like that to be super extravagant with a big old poofy dress and everything else. Or the drabby dress or whatever you want to do.
You could just
depending on the type of witch you want, right?
Okay, so this year, 2023.
Well, we all know what this year is going to be. Can you tell us? Pause the video right now, or pause the podcast right now, if you can, if you're not driving, and go into the comment section and let us know what you think the top 2 costumes are going to be for guys, for girls, and everybody in between.
This year in
2023. What just released?
And why is it what you're going to say right now? Okay. Are we unpausing?
Okay, well, now we're unpausing. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for your comment.
Thanks for the comment, and you're right or you're wrong. It's gonna be duh.
We're assuming it's Barbie and Ken is a number.
Exactly.
It's gonna be the top costume. You know that meme where Homer's sitting at Moe's and he's surrounded by everybody, but they always change the faces.
Yeah.
It's this year. It's gonna be Ken and Barbie.
Yeah.
Everywhere, and he's gonna be dressed up as something random or. That's gonna be the top couple costume for sure.
Oh, I think so.
There's no way. I wanted to do it last year before the movie came out.
When they announced the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like all big because they were filming the scene in Venice, and that's when we got the first glimpse at them.
Those fucking heels, man. Holy cow.
Oh, there's no way. I wanted to do the rollerblade outfit.
Oh, the rollerblade.
Because I like rollerblading.
That's funny.
And I wanted to do it last year.
eating shit halfway.
I know. I'm pretty good though.
Yeah, up that hill you're not.
No.
That hill's going 1 mile an hour, freaking through all the people.
It wouldn't be worth it. I would even carry them.
Eating the poops.
But there's no point. And I don't know. I wanted to do it last year, but now I can't do it because the movie came out.
You can do it if you didn't choose. I think if you didn't choose a generic skin.
It doesn't matter. There's gonna be so many versions.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be you and 50,000 other people.
It's just like Tiger King. Remember when that came out?
Everybody was Tiger King.
Which didn't make sense because everyone was dressing up as Carol Baskin and Joe Exotic, which they were enemies. So how is that a couple's costume?
Yeah, I know. So
when
dumb.
Literally he's in jail for putting out a hit on her.
Exactly. No, it's dumb. I was never a big fan of the show. I did watch the show.
I was a huge fan of the show.
I watched it, but I don't like that kind of crap. And I was a fan of the fact that they actually didn't glorify him.
Well, they told the story.
They told the story, which is rare. They usually when it comes to reality TV like that, I don't care if it's investigative or not, it usually glorifies the asshole.
When he didn't
and they didn't, and it was awesome.
When he didn't get pardoned,
and
he had that limo.
Oh, it was so good.
My gosh.
Oh my god, that was like fucking cherry on the cake right there.
But also he assumed he was going to be pardoned because he was popular, which literally happens all the time. So I know why he thought that.
Arrogance was freaking huge in his noggin, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I didn't think he was going to be, and when it didn't happen, I was exactly like you.
It was exciting because you're like, why? I get
you deserve what you get, you pile of fuck.
I loved this documentary, but is he messed up? Oh yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
He's not doing good things for people.
No.
All these cat people were weird. There was that other cat dude who has like
every
that
last
cult
one.
thing. What's his name? He's not a real doctor, but he pretends to be a doctor.
Yeah.
That guy is running a cult.
None of these village.
Did you see the aliens in
Mexico?
In Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Until I see a full autopsy, I don't believe it.
It looks like a a paper mache.
Oh, it is a paper mache
from like your kid's project that like got messed up.
Yeah.
And then they were like, you know what we should do? Let's throw some sand on it.
Yeah.
Like, why is it covered in sand? If you
we've seen mummies like opened up. What do you call it? Sarcophaguses that look far better, even in their deteriorated state, than those fucking aliens.
Honestly,
dude.
That's the fucking costume this year.
What?
If you can dress up as that paper mache
alien,
or just make
E.T.
one and carry it around.
Like E.T.
Just carry it around.
Just a little fucking paper mache.
Maybe I'll
name it Popo.
Popo. It looks like just get a Popo and cover it in paper mache.
I wouldn't want that creepy thing in my house.
You're like, I don't want that. That's a good idea. Look, I just got a costume idea. Make a paper mache alien and carry it around.
Dress as an archaeologist.
And cover it in sand.
Cover it
for no reason when we're presenting it. But it's cool. Just leave it covered in. Why would they leave it covered in sand?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen like a dinosaur bone that was found just covered in dirt when they were showing
No, it's cleaned off because they dusted it all off so they can get all the data that they need from the freaking bone.
That's why it's sus.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, it's beyond sus. It was so fake.
I love it though. It's so fun. It's fun.
It's funny that people took it seriously.
Of course they did. They were told that this is an alien. Of course you would.
Yeah, but you, like you said, don't take everything for face value,
Always
right?
do your own research.
Always do your own research. And yes, Google is free, but there are other methods of researching. Of other ways, you know what I mean? It's easy to figure out stuff like this. But anyway, I think we got way off topic.
We got way off topic.
But you have brought in a little costume stuff here and there. And I keep looking up there. I remember years ago we dressed Ethan up when he was little. He was like maybe 8 years old in a Tron costume. So it's like a jumpsuit and it had all these like glow in the dark lines. So we bought this light up rope. It's really thin.
Yeah.
And I freaking hot glued it on all those spots. So
I love that.
He was just this, he looked like a character from Tron.
He looked
it was
like the Tron.
so
See, you took it one
cool.
more because I've seen it where people do the all black and then they do the glow sticks. And then you're a stick figure.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
The first time I saw that,
funny as hell.
My mind was blown.
I've seen the whole families that do that. The kids and the parents.
Yes,
that's awesome.
That's the way
and
to
they'll do the stupid dance because it's pitch black.
Oh, it's so cool.
It's funny as hell.
It's so cool. It's like, what are you? I'm a stick figure. Like, so smart.
Yeah.
Why can't I be that creative? It's so easy.
So easy.
Glow sticks and black clothes. Hello? What? How come I didn't think of that first?
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of a costume where it would be easy to get in and out of. Something that doesn't require a whole lot of makeup that I'd want to be.
Yeah.
Other than like the stuff like that I was doing with Soldier 76 because it's just wearing clothes.
Or you just wear your regular clothes and you're like, I'm a psychopath. You know what I mean? You just tell people
that. But I'm that every day.
Like, that wouldn't be a costume.
I want to be a costume.
That's regular.
This is my costume T-shirt.
Yeah, this is my costume. Or like honestly, if you go to a Halloween party and it says wear a costume to the Halloween party.
Yeah, don't wear the this is my costume shirt. You're being a little on the lazy side.
They went all out to throw a party for you. If they say come in a costume party for Halloween, you need to. Because if it's optional, then you do whatever you want.
Wear a goofy hat. Yeah, exactly.
Then it doesn't matter.
If it says costume not required or whatever it is, then you do what you want.
Cool, you do you.
But if it's a costume party, wear a costume.
I've never thrown a costume. I've never thrown a Halloween party, but if I did, I wouldn't let you in if you didn't have a costume on.
Yeah.
Or I'd give you something. I'd be like, here's my princess crowns because I got a lot of them. Have you ever stayed home and handed out candy?
Yes.
Did you dress up or you just handed out candy?
I was already dressed up.
You were already dressed up.
From trick-or-treating earlier in the day.
From going, because we've never handed out candy at our house. We leave out a bowl.
We do now. We leave a bowl out now because we go trick-or-treating.
And we just leave a bowl out, and every time I come home, that bowl is full.
Full. 100% full.
100% full.
Yep. Our neighborhood gets, we get a third of it emptied out because we take what you want.
Oh, you say go all the way.
Take what you want.
Put a note
take what you want. Don't take the whole bowl.
I want them to take the whole bowl.
I'm
down for it.
When it comes to the end of the night, like there's like the last few kids that come to the door.
You just pour it in there.
Just fucking grab giant handfuls
because
and dump them in there.
Because I know my kids have already made their rounds.
Oh yeah,
like, I got candy.
They've already got candy. I don't need it. So what do you guys do with your candy?
So
I'll tell you what we do.
This is my tip, though. This is my pre-Halloween tip.
Yeah.
For having Halloween candy at your house.
Yeah.
Go to the trunk or treats.
Yeah.
That are around your town. I know there's a bunch of them because there's trunk or treats the weekends before.
Yeah.
Go to as much of those as you can.
Oh, for your candy for Halloween.
Take out the ones you want. You go in there. You take out the Reese's. You take out the good stuff. Yeah. We all know what the good stuff is. And then that's the leftover stuff. That's not our favorites. That's what I leave out for my bowl of candy. So exactly. I don't care if it gets stolen because it's like... No,
I don't care either.
Literally, it's mostly Skittles.
I love Skittles.
I do too, but like there's always so many.
Oh, there's so many Skittles.
So then you kind of get over it eventually. Or like Starburst, you're like, man, I've already had...
Twizzlers, fucking 5,000 little Twizzlers. I hate Twizzlers.
Twizzlers is like some...
It's wax.
Twizzlers taste like somebody was thinking about licorice when they were making this wax candy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they thought maybe...
we'll make wax lips, but we'll add a shitload of flavor to it, but it'll still be waxy. They'll love it.
It's like they were thinking about the flavor, though. They're like, I thought about cherry, because it's not really... It's there,
but it's like, not the flavor of what it says it is.
These were plastic.
Because Red Vines are far superior.
Well, Red Vines is real licorice.
Yeah.
Twizzlers is... I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
I feel
it's wax. That shit's
Twizzlers,
gross-ass wax-flavored shit.
I could get enough of them and make a raft and be okay.
I gotta get off this island.
I'm gonna get off this
Wilson,
island.
We're getting off this island with these Twizzlers.
Braided all your Twizzlers together because you can peel them apart into individual ones.
Yeah.
Just stick them
together.
Twizzlers, I feel like, could save my life. Do I want to eat them? No. Will they eventually save my life? Maybe.
As you said it, as I almost choked to death.
Okay, last lesson on this. This is the last question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite candy to, let's see, what do you give out? Do you pick like your favorite?
Literally what we have in a bag.
Okay, what's your favorite to get? What's your favorite candy to receive?
I like chocolate.
You go chocolate?
But only milk chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate.
Oh, I love dark chocolate.
So does Chauncey, so does Ethan.
Do you like Milky Ways?
Yes.
Ugh. Not my fan. Yeah. Not a fan.
Yeah, I like Rolos, stuff like
Rolos?
That. Yeah, because they have the caramel.
Fun. Yeah.
They have caramel.
I just feel like those don't hang out.
My favorite candy, but I like candy like Smarties.
Smarties it's not a real candy. Smarties is the candy you get at school when you were good and you were stoked on it, but at home.
A little tube.
Nobody's buying Smarties.
Oh, I know, but I like getting them. Eating them.
That's like your favorite one
I enjoy those. It's kind of like Pez. I like Pez.
Pez. Oh, Pez are great.
I love that kind of like hard chalky candy.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you like that little crunch. Did you ever crush it up and snort it when you were a kid? He did.
She just said, "Do you ever fucking snort candy?" No, homie, I've never snorted candy.
Oh, people at our school did that all the time.
Snorted.
They would take, I never did it because I'm not dumb. They would take their...
They are now. All of them are. Holy shit.
They would take the Smarties.
It explains a lot to our freaking, our population.
Pixie Sticks and Smarties. The Pixie Sticks, you obviously don't have to crush up. The Smarties, you do have to crush up, but they would like... I don't know why.
You're fucking kidding me.
Oh, no. I can't believe that wasn't prevalent in your life.
No. I've never had anybody snort candy.
I grew up in a dumb
I can only imagine how much that would burn.
I feel like it would burn.
Like, holy hell. Because there's, like, freaking citric acid in that shit.
You do that on, like, the bus?
Never.
Man, we had some crazy bus rides.
Wow.
That happened all the time. That and Staples. And
they're like all...
Yeah.
You want to do a line?
Pretty much.
Like I learned this from watching you
talk
to their dad.
Then they would snort it, and then they would probably they'd put like a staple in their head. It would be something with stapler and like skin. That was the other thing.
Staple in the thigh or something.
Something in their forehead.
Yeah.
And I pulled it out. I didn't do it. I was just around when things were happening.
Wow.
I
what about like the hot lighter?
The which one?
The hot lighter.
Oh, and like you burn on it? I never did the lighter. I've seen people do cigarette butts on purpose.
Oh, right there.
Jeez. Don't scar yourself forever.
The 2 wheels, because you were dared to, so you did it.
I never did anything.
Yeah, that was the only time.
I dared it. Fuck off.
It was a dare, yeah.
I don't care what
I didn't think it was going to be hot. I'm like, oh, it won't be hot. I didn't think it was going to hurt.
That's like the battery.
I mean, it literally burned.
The battery on the tongue.
That's just funny.
I've never done it.
That's funny.
Scared.
Yeah.
One person reacted.
Also, if you put a paper clip in the neutral on the outlet.
I will never put anything in
the outlet. You know which side is the neutral, though.
No, I would never
the bigger side.
I would never even think of putting anything in the outlet.
So they'd stick the paper clip in there, and a bunch of people would hold hands, and the person would touch the screw in the center.
And you think I'm weird with the
neutral.
snorting?
That's science.
I know, but
if you put it in the hot. Then you touch that, then everybody's dead.
I would be too scared.
Then everybody's dead.
How did I die?
But if you put it in the neutral and you touch the what do you call it? You still get a buzz, but it's just a quick zap.
Yeah, no. I'm not putting any. Don't put anything in the wall outlet.
Yeah, don't do that. That was done. We did that in science class with our science teacher watching.
See, that's crazy. And you think that's what I'm saying. You think my candy snorting friends are weird?
Yes, that's brain cells dead.
That's not my fault.
No, it's not your fault. You're not the one who fucking did it to them.
No, I don't.
Cutting fucking lines. I'm just imagining these kids fucking cutting lines and fucking on the table snorting the candy.
And it was, the Smarties was the go-to because it was more powdery.
Okay. I've never had crushed Smarties before, other than in my mouth.
Other than in my mouth.
Yeah, other than crushing them with my teeth.
My favorite candy, or my favorite trick-or-treat, I mean, I used to be big on Butterfinger.
I like Butterfingers, but they're not the same.
They changed the formula, and I'm not a fan.
They're not,
I'll eat it,
it used to be a lot more like peanut brittle actually is.
They ruined it.
Now it's a little funky, but I like Paydays, stuff like that.
Payday all day.
I love those.
I love Paydays. I love Almond Joys.
I love Almond Joys.
I used to love whatchamacallits, which don't hang out
that
much.
They're okay.
But that used to be my go-to.
But they're just neither here nor there. It's just whatever.
It's kind of just whatever.
Yeah.
Snickers
like Baby
good.
Ruths are kind of boring.
I don't like Three Musketeers.
I don't like Three Musketeers.
I don't like Milky Way. Those are my push-out ones. That's the ones
I'll eat a Milky Way because the Milky Way is basically a Snickers bar without the peanuts.
It's without. I need the peanuts.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't make a difference to me.
That's the candy that I leave in the bowl. The milk. My daughter loves Milk Duds, but I don't. So I put the Milk Duds in the bowl. I put the Three Musketeers in the bowl. I put the Milky Ways in the bowl. So, all the ones I don't like.
What do you do after the kids come home with a fuck ton of candy?
We sort it all out.
Yeah. Then what?
We dump it all out, and then we sort it, and then we take a picture.
Yeah.
Then we put it back in a bowl, which now my oldest takes it into her room.
Yeah.
And she kind of,
So we kind of bribe our kids.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
So everybody separates their candy. Liam gives Ethan all the chocolate because Liam doesn't eat chocolate. Ethan gives Liam a bunch of his candy
and sour stuff.
Then they break it apart, the stuff they love and the stuff that's just meh.
Yeah.
Right? So they got a bunch of freaking stacks. And then we put a box of fucking Ziploc baggies on the ground and say, for every bag you fill up, we'll give you a couple bucks.
What do you do with the bag?
We buy them all. We give them to a friend.
You just give them to a friend? Because I know that the dentist will take them and shit.
Yeah,
Or there's
we have
different
a friend
places
that she loves candy, so we just save a giant bag to her. Yeah.
See, that's cool.
She just loves candy.
We usually don't. And that's.
So they end up with one Ziploc baggie when it's done, and they end up getting $20 each for the night, and they're like, cool.
Because it does sit around for a long time.
That's exactly it.
I get to a point if it's
we probably still have some in the fridge from last Halloween.
If once it's Christmas time, I try to go off holidays. Like if it's Halloween, if you had a Halloween candy now it's Christmas, it's probably time to get rid of that.
We'll put it out at birthday parties and stuff and let it go with anybody.
Or use it for birthdays.
Use it, yeah.
If it's Christmas or if you had Christmas candy now Easter's coming up, probably time to get rid of the Christmas candy. You know what I mean? Depending on how long. And I'm not saying because it goes bad. I'm not saying I'm not saying
because otherwise it ends up being a fuck ton of candy in your fridge.
I'm saying how long are we gonna look at that grape Laffy Taffy that we're never gonna eat?
Exactly.
No one's gonna eat it. It's time to go.
It's time to go.
I think we had candy from last Halloween, and I just got to a point of you're never gonna eat it.
Right.
You're never gonna eat it. Mm-hmm. Those weird gumballs that nobody likes. Just throw it out.
Yeah,
you already ate the good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
The bad stuff.
By the time several months has passed and no one wants to dig through the bag for the last little goodie in there.
It's when you're digging through. It's been dug. So now all those ones I've been hanging out.
But every once in a while you get a nice surprise. You're like, oh, I missed that one.
Oh, you got a freaking Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, yes.
I love
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, peanut butter cups are good. Those have gone a little downhill too. They've been a little more greasy lately.
The Reese's?
Little Reese's peanut butter cups.
We bought some for Halloween. And of course, we're eating them now. We didn't buy them to give out.
No, just for you to have.
Just for me to have, yeah. And we've been eating them, and it's okay.
Yeah.
I just it's fun.
I love anything with peanut butter, though.
Do you? But it's not real peanut butter, is it?
No. Yes, you can buy Reese's peanut butter.
I don't like.
No, it's just loaded with sugar.
I'm not a peanut butter fan.
Full of sugar. I love peanut butter.
You're all in peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
Crunchy or creamy?
Creamy.
Oh, only creamy?
Only creamy. I don't like crunchy.
You're not a crunchy fan.
Yeah, for reasons.
Oh,
So, in any food paste product, they allow so much animal byproducts.
Oh, God.
And what does that mean?
Animal, feet and wings and guts, right?
No.
Oh,
so bugs and spiders and shit that can fall in from the environments.
But that's what I'm saying, though. But there'll be a leg in there too. They don't care.
Right. So a spider falls in, a roach falls in, whatever. They can just grind it up to be parts per million.
It's only one.
So many parts per million they allow for pests to be in there, right?
Yeah.
For crunchy peanut butter, it's far greater than it is for creamy peanut
butter.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good thing I don't like peanut butter at all. And also, good thing I've been buying creamy peanut butter.
Yeah, I like creamy peanut butter.
I don't
like
eat bugs.
I like the organic. or natural creamy peanut butter because it tastes a lot like almond butter without having to pay for the almond butter price.
Yeah, it's honestly just mixing in the oil is just a pain in the butt. Yeah, you know what I mean? Each time you go to use peanut butter and you're like,
I don't mind.
I do.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'm like,
yeah, I know you do.
I have a squeeze tube peanut butter. Yeah. it's Jif and it's organic, but it's in a tube, so all I have to do is which makes it easier.
Yeah, it is easier.
And my sour cream, I do it that way too. I hate sour cream too.
Yeah, you know, I like the sour cream in the freaking tube.
Squeeze thing. Really it's so much easier.
It's super freaking convenient.
That's what I like, convenience.
Well, we just kind of got introduced to like maybe a month or so ago, was the Mexican sour cream. It has a little bit of saltiness to it.
There's different what?
Yeah,
I want to know about this right now.
On a taco is fucking delicious. Like, or on like shrimp tacos or fish tacos or just tacos. It's a Mexican. I'll send you the brand that we bought. It's no more than regular sour cream.
Yeah.
But the ingredients are like half.
I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Love that.
And it tastes phenomenal.
Love that.
It's really like
I
wouldn't use it to make a cheesecake because you have to have regular sour cream for that, but because it has the salt in it. But it tastes. It's got so much flavor.
I am a flavor salt.
It's like you almost have a dip.
Ooh.
It's really fucking good.
I like that.
Yeah.
See, and I'll mix my sour cream with the taco seasoning that you make.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Or do it with cream cheese? Oh, so good.
I don't know if I've done with. We've done it with cream cheese for cheesecake. Because that's what you do for cheesecake.
If you make a 7-layer dip and if you do cream cheese with the taco seasoning and put it as one of the layers.
Oh, you mix it with sour cream?
No, you just do cream cheese and the seasoning, the taco seasoning, like the bags.
Oh, in your cream cheese. I see what you're saying.
Cheese, It's a really good dip.
Yes.
It's a really fun dip.
Yeah, we do one with, or not me, my mother-in-law does this with either smoked salmon or with shrimp in the cream cheese.
Like mixed together?
Yeah. Like the little salad shrimps?
Yeah.
She'll take a bunch of those and then she'll blend it all together. It's fucking delicious.
So I trust you, but I don't like my food mixed.
Yeah. It's not food. It just tastes like you're eating a salmon dip.
Like a salmon dip.
Yeah, or a shrimp dip.
That makes sense. Makes sense. Sounds delicious. And we're off track again.
No, like it's going to be the case.
It's always happening.
We got on food, so we're going to talk about food. Anyway.
Food's delicious.
Yeah.
We love food and we love Halloween.
As far as my favorite candy of all time, I don't know if that I have one. I think Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is probably going to be my favorite.
Like your number one.
My number one candy of all time. Just
go in shifts. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know.
It's hard
sometimes
to pick
I'm like
forever.
Sometimes, forever. It's like saying what's your favorite song. I don't have a favorite song. I've got a favorite song right now.
If I'm gonna pick one, my go-to, Kit Kat. Love Kit Kats.
I don't like their chocolate.
I'm a wafer person.
I love wafers, so I love the wafer cookies that they have. I absolutely adore those, right? But I don't like Kit Kat's chocolate. When they changed their chocolate like maybe 10 years ago, and it tastes like cheap-ass Hershey's coated on a wafer. I can't do it.
I like their chocolate.
You know what? I'll take that back. It's not going to be a
Reese's?
A Reese's peanut butter cup. Yeah. It's going to be a Twix with a peanut butter on top.
Oh, a peanut butter Twix?
Yeah, those
I don't know if I've ever had that.
So good. They're absolutely delicious.
Oh, have you ever had a Take 5?
Yeah.
So I love
those too.
Those are so good. They're like, put everything together. I'm like,
just good idea. It's a 7-layer candy bar.
I like pretzels. Throw a pretzel in there. I'm like, I love pretzels.
Just pretzels in general?
I like all
salty
type of
pretzels.
Pretzels. Even like the big pretzels you get at the amusement park. All about those. You had pretzels at your party.
We did.
That was fun. I've never been to a party that had pretzels before.
You have to have pretzels at a German party. You didn't have one?
No.
Oh no.
Then we were doing a taste test because your friend said that there was the tofu dogs or the tofu sausages. Yeah. Which we never found.
Oh,
but we took the two. We were gonna put.
They all got.
He
eaten.
goes, I can tell the difference. I know the difference. I said, cool. Let's do a taste test. So I was gonna.
Who knew the difference?
Black Lederhosen.
Jerry.
Own cup.
Jerry.
His own cup.
Yeah, Jerry.
His own cup. He was the one telling me about it. So I said, we should do a taste test. So I went and got one of each of the sausages and I cut them all up. Yeah. And we were taste testing at the table, but I never found the tofu one.
Yeah,
so we couldn't tell.
They all got eaten.
Which one was what.
He didn't bring that many, so.
So, he there was some in the freezer. He said he would make some, I guess.
Oh, I didn't see them.
Are
there some in the freezer still? There might be. It's such a jumbly mess after the party.
I can cook it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to. No. I said, if there was one left over, cool, we'll take it. So we just ended up. The only thing I ate at your party was the sausage taste test. I didn't have a pretzel.
You didn't have any food?
Esri did.
You didn't
I didn't have any food, no.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I had some pieces.
I drank my calories, damn it.
I know. I'm trying to think if I ate before I came. Well, I'm not a good mixer. I like to eat.
Yeah.
And then I like to drink.
I had a lot of food beforehand, and then food during. I think I had a total of 4 freaking bratwursts.
And then when I'm done drinking, I like to eat more.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like it in shifts.
Yeah.
I'm eat, drink, eat, because I'm done drinking now.
Yeah.
That second eat has to be.
We'll have more eat and drink in 2 weeks for Liam's party.
He's having a party?
His birthday party.
Oh, he's having a birthday party?
Yeah.
His birthday's in October?
Yeah.
So he's turning
13?
Mm-hmm. Oh, sheesh.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he should be a year younger, but he would be a year older than, okay. Yeah, because I got it.
Yeah.
Wow, 13.
Yeah, I know.
Teenager.
We have 2 teenagers now.
Holy moly. And he still wants to go trick-or-treating?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
You cannot just give up all that free candy.
Well, I mean,
you can't.
I will stop taking him trick-or-treating when he says he wants to stop trick-or-treating.
I'm going to force my kids to keep
same
going.
Same with Ethan. He's like, I just want to go hang out with my friends. We're not going to go trick-or-treating this year. This was when we first moved here, the second year.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, cool. That's fine by me.
Go ahead.
Go hang out. So they went trick-or-treating on their own, just him and his friends.
Which is, I still think
they only went down like one street. You know what I mean? Just to have a little bit of candy.
My kids have plans this year. It's like a whole thing of how much they're going to get. She's going to fill up her whole pillowcase. I'm like, good, go for it. Run. Like, run for it. We still have a little one, so we will do the...
you have a ways to go.
We got a ways.
You got a ways. Even when your older one stops.
We will still be going.
You'll still be going.
I'm like, you can't not... It's free candy.
Like it's not just the free candy. It's just the fun of going.
And honestly,
the candy is really kind of a moot point. It's more of a treat after the fact. It's just hanging out with your friends.
I was going to say, how often do you get to just go outside, run around from house to house?
At night.
Our neighborhood goes all out. So there's spooky houses. And there's like 4 within driving distance of like walkthroughs that people can do. That people just have at their house for fun. The one that we go to, we waited in line for it. You can pay to get to the front of the line. Okay, but otherwise it's free if you wait in line. Otherwise it's free. Okay. But they only do a show, because it's a show, every, I think, 30 minutes. And then they close down for several hours in the beginning. So it's a haunted house from somebody that works for the studios. Oh, yeah. And it's like a legit, like spooky. And they've got like the actual freaking barricades outside their house. Oh, yeah. With the lines going back and forth. It's freaking nuts. I know at least 5 of those just in this neighborhood. Yeah. So it's like, that's a huge, people go all out for Halloween here, which I love. Yeah, and I'm sure they do in your town too, but it's freaking nuts. But I don't want them to miss out on that. You're right. Like, it's the fact, it's the candy is like the end. It's fun to have at the end, but just running around with your friends and having that moment of like, it's Halloween. It's a good time. It only happens once a year. Exactly. What are you guys doing for Halloween? Yeah, what do you do for Halloween? Do you have any plans? Yeah. Can we come? Do you celebrate even? Do you celebrate? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. And I know a lot of people who do, and I know a lot of people that don't, and then I know some people who didn't and now do. So it's all good. Whatever you guys do. Exactly. Yeah, I'm curious. We've always celebrated. That's why I have pictures of me when I was a kid. Celebrating is such a strong term. We go and dress up and we have a good time with our friends and family. Yeah. If you want to call that celebrating, then yes, we celebrate. Yeah, we do celebrate. We don't I think when people hear the term celebrate, they're thinking, it's like a full-on party event, blah, blah, blah. It's just hanging out and going. I don't because it's always been so nonchalant in my family that trick-or-treating. It's very commercialized. It's very commercialized. That's all it is. It doesn't in our house. It never had to do with anything else than it's Halloween. You dress up and you'll get some candy. Exactly. Like it's very like there are stores that won't carry Halloween stuff. You told me about that. Like Hobby Lobby. I know. I didn't know that until you told me. That's freaking nuts to me because they're like, oh, it's worshiping the devil and this, that, witchcraft and this, that, other thing. But it's not. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with literally dressing up as some random character and having a good time. No, but to each their own. It's not. No, if you're not a fan, then that's cool. I had one friend. I am a fan? I am a fan. I had one friend of a friend of a friend, kind of like an acquaintance down the line. They're like, well, we all have those. We don't celebrate Halloween. I'm like, well, that's cool, but we like to dress up. But that's literally Halloween. I think that's the thing is like people think there's not any more to it
than just dressing
up and getting like.
We're not worshiping or celebrating something in particular.
Well, but then even if you are, if you're celebrating the Day of the Dead, it's like that's not a bad thing.
That's on a different day altogether.
Because that's the next day.
Yeah.
What's it the night before called? I know it's called, I don't know. Anyway, but even the lore of it. It's cool.
But the Day of the Dead is not celebrating anything in particular. It's just
celebrating
people's lives.
Yes, it's celebrating lives of people.
It's just remembering those that have passed.
So I don't see
a negative with that. I don't either. I really don't.
But I get how people be like, oh, this because.
Yeah, I mean, teachers on. Everybody has their thing. I understand that. I have no qualms with somebody that doesn't celebrate something.
Qualms?
Yeah.
That's such a fun word.
Problem.
Qualm.
I don't have a qualm. Qualm, yeah.
Do you have a qualm with me? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Your qualm.
You got a qualm with me? I love that. I'm going to say that every day now. I've never even heard that word. Qualm.
No?
Qualm.
Okay.
Quit. It reminds me of
She just killed it. Just annihilated the word.
Yeah, when you say it so much, it sounds weird.
Yeah.
Potato. Now it feels like kumquat.
Kumquat? Fucking kumquat. That's also my favorite insult. Is calling somebody a fucking kumquat.
All right, we gotta go.
We really
gotta
go.
It's time to go.
We really do have to go. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I certainly did.
I did too.
And don't forget to do all the wonderful things down there. The likes and the subscribes and the follow along. And also don't forget to
backhand the notification bell.
And we're going to leave it here until the next one. See ya.
See you next week. Bye. Ooh, we should do finger guns.
Pew!
Finger bang bang you into my life. Do you remember that from South Park?
I do remember that. Holy shit!
Yes, I did. But they were singing
they were saying finger bang. Yeah, it was fucking.
Bam, bam, bam,
it was
bam.
so terrible. That show is so fucking funny,
love it.
dude.